Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today we're going to be starting something I have never done before. We're going to be doing a pack mini-series with The Sims 4 Life and Death. There will be 5 episodes. I've tried to create a story that will let us explore most, if not all, of the features that this pack offers. We are here in Ravenwood with a couple of Sims that I'm going to introduce to you. This is going to be our main character for the series. Her name is Sylvia Baudelaire, and she's definitely struggling a little bit right now because very recently her sister passed away. Amelia, her sister, was an incredibly talented swimmer, but she had a medical incident in the pool and she ended up drowning. This loss was more than devastating to Sylvia and her family. Here we have Sylvia's grandmother. Her name is Velma. She too was very close to Amelia. However, Velma and Sylvia do not have the best relationship. They are distant and have a pretty low relationship. Sylvia here, she's not sure if she wants to keep going the way that life is currently going. She's interested in the kind of things that Ravenwood has to offer. She can tell that this place, there's something a little bit off about it, and she's eager to figure out what it is and see if there is a way that she can get her sister back. So with that, we're probably going to be starting off the series. I wanted to show you guys these guys in cast for a minute because I did dress them with some items from the pack, but they also have some new traits. So I do not have Amelia in my household right now, but Amelia is followed by death, which makes sense because she is dead. She got the chased by death trait. So Amelia knows that death follows their every move. While risky and dangerous behaviors may have deadly consequences, frequent near-death experiences give these Sims a desire to live each day to the fullest and progress along their soul's journey faster. And then Velma is skeptical. She's not entirely trusting of the majority of things that she sees or hears. She likes to challenge the universe and provide concrete proof that something is indeed as it might appear. And I'll show you Sylvia's outfits while I go over her trait, because macabre Sims embrace their inner darkness and occasionally intrusion of light. Macabre Sims are all about being their best, unique Sim self, while still reveling in all that life and the afterlife has to offer. I really like this outfit. Velma also is quite sick, and she was definitely expecting to pass before her granddaughter. Sylvia is going to go cry in her bed. Even though she and Velma are family and they do love each other, they are very awkward around each other. They don't really know how to connect with each other. They come from very different generations, and the generational divide, they feel like, is kind of big. Amelia was always really good at connecting with anybody, and she had a very close relationship with both Sylvia and Velma, but they struggle to see in each other what Amelia saw. We actually, I didn't realize this, but we do have 2 of these crows. We have one over here. I named him Peter. I don't know why. And we have one over here, and I'm gonna name this one Nixie. Wait, this right here is the lot that I'm using. Is by Holland's Girl 07. It does have the new lot trait. This lot adds an exciting punch of terror to the otherwise daily mundane. Be it possessed TVs, netherworld treasures, or lowered bills, living or dead, there's something here for everybody. So that's something interesting to explore. There's a lot of interesting things to explore that I'm gonna try to cover. I actually think that we should definitely start by maybe exploring a little bit. There's something a little bit strange about this place. You can tell it is very haunting. It's quite beautiful though. So she definitely wants to explore the world around her. I'm not sure why you're swimming, honey, but I honestly don't think that you'd really want to be swimming right now. But it does look like she's going over to do something with Amelia. A candle. That's nice. I'm gonna go over quickly some of the things that are kind of lasting features that kind of last through the entirety of a Sim's life, such as the wish list. As we watch her pee, we'll go over that. So we have the soul's journey. We do not know what Sylvia's goals in life are yet. Which, that makes sense for Sylvia. She has a lot of life left to live. At least she would hope so. No, she's not so sure. Velma has had a lot more time in her life to consider the things that she wants. She really wants to eat good food, wants to reconnect with her family before it's too late, which is definitely interesting considering it's a little bit morbid, but she's old and she's sick. She wants to reconnect with Sylvia, but she doesn't really know how. Why she never expected Amelia to be gone. And she wants to make sure that the same thing doesn't happen with Sylvia before they can reconnect. She wanted to get dirty in a dumpster, which she has already done, because she's had plenty of time to do so. And she also wants to write a book. Maybe we'll try to work a little bit on those for Velma, as well as finding out what Sylvia wants in her own life. Now, I'm not sure how the new grief system works because it's not looking too different to me than it did. She just has the Lost in a Family moodlet. Maybe it's something that comes a little bit later after the initial moodlet. But she's just been spending a lot of time going downstairs, taking care of her needs, and then coming back up to cry under the covers. She then just got up to do something with the mysterious death of Robert Crumplebottom. I have no idea what that is, but I'm intrigued. Or she's just gonna coo at the bird. That's okay too. I think that she's a little bit more friends with Nixie, and Peter over here is more Velma's friend. Once again, she's going in the pool. Maybe this is her way of coping with grief. I'm not sure. Well, Velma has created a will, which can be found in her inventory. It's now up to her to decide who is most deserving of each inheritance. Okay, I didn't realize that she did that, but I guess that's a good thing. Let's see, there are sim remains. I'm assuming that's like what to do with the body. There's the personal note, simoleons, heirlooms. Alright, that's interesting. I have seen the option to turn many things into heirlooms around the house, things that are meaningful. I also wanted to quickly mention that we do have a couple tarot decks here. I got two because they're different. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of them in her inventory so we can maybe explore that later after she's done crying in bed. It is nighttime, which is probably the best time to go exploring this place, isn't it? She's gonna start by coming over here. She's definitely seen this area and she definitely is interested in it because it looks really spooky and she's heard some things about Ravenwood. The possibilities here, the possibilities of fixing some things that have been broken. There's a ghost behind her, which is honestly kind of scary, but she doesn't notice. She is just sad and making her way over. I'm not sure if there is anything to do around here. She's definitely going to look. There is a ghost here in a weird hat. A little confused about the hat. Weeping Mother, Alice. That's really interesting. There are many ghosts roaming this area. She's definitely nervous to talk to a lot of them, but I do think that she'd be interested in talking to this one here because this woman definitely has something interesting going on. Oh. Hi, Luna. Go away, please. Okay, that did count as befriending a ghost for our aspiration, which is interesting because definitely haven't befriended her yet, but oh my god, lady. Have some respect for the dead. She just ran through the ghost. This will introduce ourselves officially to her. Girl, I do not care about that right now. Ask about Alice's sorrow. I mean, we can definitely relate to sorrow. As sand rained down in my final resting bed and I clenched the red flowers in my hands, all I could think about was my children. What happened to them? I don't know where they are, but I can feel their locations, their essence. Please, I must know what became of them. It looks like this is going to be some kind of quest. I'll say yes. I am supposed to find her child by exploring a crypt. I didn't know there was a crypt, so I will think about that. I will keep an eye out. And then let's listen to this tree's whispers because I didn't know it could. Oh, we're sitting with her. That's cute. I didn't know that that was a thing, but hey, there's time to learn. Today's a new moon, so here's what I can share with you, kiddo. You know that big ol' hole in the Whispering Glen? Well, back in my day, it was a lot less holy. That is, until one night on a new moon, boom, a meteor struck the site, spooking all the ghosts away. Big yikes, as kids say these days. Either way, it's now haven for collectors if you want to try your luck. They say a meteor can't strike the same place twice, right? I feel like that's a little dangerous. I'm not 100% sure what hole they're talking about. But I think that we're next going to just come over here and just observe this water, because there's definitely something a little bit strange about it, as you can probably tell. Wait, Blood just walked by. What are you doing here? And why do you look so good? He doesn't look good, but it's the essence. Alright, we're just gonna come up to the water. I guess it's a little bit risky to get that close, but maybe we're feeling a little bit risky. There's a teenage ghost here, which is kind of sad. I'm gonna try to do a friendly introduction, though it looks like he might not be interested. Is that a cow plant? And a floating chair. Okay. That is on brand for this place, isn't it? I'm gonna maybe try to feed the cow plant. I really don't want to be eaten, so I'm not gonna eat the cake. Still have 5 episodes to go. I don't want her to die in this one, at least. I will say, I find this world to be very beautiful. It's very spooky. I did not realize it was gonna look like this because— oh yay, we made him happy. Percival, the cow plant. Okay, well, can I play with you? If I can befriend this thing, I want to befriend this thing, you know. Alright, well, it looks like she wants to go sleep on a bench, so I think that might be our cue to go sleep in our house. As you can probably figure out, this room here is Amelia's old room. Nobody has the heart to go in there. Alright, and I guess we will see her in the morning. Looks like Velma is up. She has been sleeping for a little while, so that does kind of make sense. She wants to volunteer with her family, which is really sweet, but I don't think that Sylvia's going to want to come just because she's quite preoccupied in her own little world right now. But if you'd like, you can volunteer. Go volunteer at a soup kitchen, maybe. It's a little bit early, but it can be like a soup kitchen that serves some breakfast food for people who have to go to work kind of early. Looks like Sylvia has awoken. She wants to cloud gaze with Amelia, which is very sweet, but I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. She's trying to hype herself up in the mirror, but she is just looking into the jacket, so it's a little bit not motivational, but it's okay. She'd like to cook a meal, and I think that we should definitely do that because even though she's not really a chef, Velma did really want to eat some good food. And it would be kind of sweet if, even though they don't talk very much, if we just made something nice for her. We'll just do family-sized vegetable dumplings. Maybe that's not really a breakfast food, but I'm just gonna ignore that. I definitely think we're going to be continuing exploring the world during the nighttime especially. I think a lot of the interesting things do tend to happen then. We'll go ahead and explore the outside world during the nighttime, but we have a lot of things inside the house to explore currently. Now she's feeling kind of hopeful. She's a little bit scared because the decor is a little funky. She's still really sad about Amelia, of course. By the way, so sorry that I named them Sylvia, Amelia, and Velma. I should not have done that because I keep getting their names mixed up. I'm so sorry. I should have thought about that, but it looks like we have the stuff from the paranormal stuff pack here. We can definitely check that out at some point. That's not our main focus, but I do think it fits quite nicely into this pack. I'm not sure where the crow went. That's really interesting. I didn't know they could fly away. I'm wondering where he's off to. They're both gone, actually. It looks like Velma's back from the soup kitchen and they want to make her a good sim, and you know what? I see it. I get it. We can totally do that. Oh, there's the bird. I kind of want to set some things as heirlooms in the house. I want to set this thing, but she like can't reach it or something, which is unfortunate. If I put it on the ground like that, I can do it. All right, she is sparkling and she apparently made it an heirloom. So Velma has designated an heirloom. This object is clearly very special to her, so be sure to cherish it and keep track of it as time passes. At some point, Velma may want to pass it on to someone special to ensure it's treasured for generations to come. We can go ahead and add a part where we give it to Sylvia. Obviously, everything right now is going to Sylvia because she's the only family left. I am wondering if at some point she might meet some people while volunteering or something that really stick with her, and maybe she'll want to give them something when she passes. Sylvia is once again reading The Mysterious Death of Robert Crumplebottom. I don't actually know anything about that. I don't know where you get the interaction, but oh, it's a theory. That's really interesting. Once you're done with that, I love that she's already like being curious about it, but maybe the House of Fallen Trees, that sounds really interesting. Oh, okay, we have a call from some ghost to Velma. Hello from the other side. You don't know me, so this might sound kind of weird, but you're going to inherit from me, kid. And she's so old. Do not call her kid. That's like really respectful, frankly. Why, you might ask? Let's just say it's better for both of us if we don't ask questions. The money needs to go somewhere, and quick. And I heard through the grapevine that you were a good, upstanding Sim. Listen, buddy, part of life is planning for your death. You should write a will, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I think she would honestly say no thanks. The reason that Velma denied the request to get money from that ghost is because she is a skeptical Sim. That's probably part of what that trait kind of means. Alright, so she's just done some good research. Bona fide theories from reading theories. Sylvia delves into the enigmatic and often mystifying aspects of Sim existence and mortality, leaving her inspired. That's nice. I want to quickly draw a daily reading from the tarot deck, because I'm really interested in that. I do know that they're like collectibles. You can collect the actual cards, but I don't know how. So the Wheel of Fortune is the card that we draw this time. Appreciate the cyclical nature of life. Commemorate this time and enjoy the rhythmic universe before the next turning point takes hold. That makes sense. She's jumping straight into another theory. She loves her conspiracy theories, I guess. This gets up her thanatology skill, which we will be trying to max out during this series. Oh my god, shut up. I hate you. I'd actually like to see if we can find out the first item on Sylvia's bucket list. Right goal from category. I want to get busy. I want to party. I want to adventure. I want success. I want family, creative, travel, something else. I'm gonna say something else. I feel like that just makes sense for her. Okay, so I just looked at the tarot card collection, and tarot cards can be found after discovering the Order of Lenore. By doing favors for the Order and exploring Ravenwood, Sims embark on a cosmic quest for the full deck. Okay, so there was a welcome wagon. I didn't pay much attention to it because I was busy, but one of the people who came, I believe, was part of the Order. I think it was actually somebody that Velma has in her contacts. I think it was this Esther woman. But I'm gonna see if we can find her at some point. Or some other member of the Order, because I would like to collect those. What is going on? Fortunately for Velma, Sylvia is not the best cook, so the food that she cooked did not count as great food for the bucket list. But Sylvia does want to cook an excellent meal, so maybe we'll try again for dinner. Maybe Burmese samosa soup. That sounds kind of interesting. For dinner. Oh, have you considered a career in the reaping business? You could really make a killing. There's no need for a dead-end job when the Netherworld Department of Death has a robust system of quotas and rewards to ensure you are always in charge of your own fate. Pick up a scythe and give reaping a swing. Okay, that sounded very corporate grim. It really did. So, Alma would never. She definitely is not happy about that idea at all. She is quite eager to have this dinner, I'm thinking. Having it a little early, but old people eat really early from my experience, so. As I said, they are very similar. Sylvia is a glutton and Velma is a foodie. They're both loners. They both have quite an interest in family. Sylvia would love to have a child, which we're not doing, but it's going to do some interactions about being macabre. It's definitely an awkward conversation, but in the conversation, Velma brings up the weird call she got. She's like, I got a call, somebody was claiming to be the Grim Reaper, they wanted me for a job, and it's like, I'm gonna be reaped soon, so I'm not doing that. And also, I don't believe in that, and Velma's just talking about all that stuff, and Sylvia is definitely interested in that. She's like, Grim reached out to you, you say, and he's in need of people to help him. It's interesting. But it's around 6, and I honestly think that it's time for us to go around. But instead of just like walking around like we did yesterday, I think we're gonna go ahead and travel. Louie's gonna head over to the final drought, which is a bar over here. Hopefully we'll meet some Sims for the first time, because we haven't even met any yet other than that one ghost. We should also go ahead and look for some crypts around, because I don't know where to find those. And people from the Order. But she looks amazing. I love this hat so much. It's like my favorite thing ever. But there's some people here. There's also this woman here. Let's see. I am gonna go ahead and talk to her. I'm pretty sure she has the same last name as that one ghost that was part of the Order. Looks like she just ordered a drink. It's not telling me what it was, but she did order a drink. We have an pause. We have an order member here. This is very good. EK. Oh, okay. So, I don't really know what to say to him. We'll make a morbid observation. I'm not sure. Oh, there's a spellcaster. I'm not sure yet how to talk about the order. We can reminisce about the departed. Oh my god, Nancy Landgrab. No! Also, why is her icon different? That's really strange. Inquire about local hauntings. I really want to know about this order. Ravenwood rumors? Sounds interesting. I think when she's talking about the rumors, she might be like, I heard a rumor that the Grim Reaper is looking for somebody to work for him. And this guy's like, I did hear about that. Grim is kind of a figure around here. We definitely know a thing or two about him here that people elsewhere might not know. He might be looking for work, maybe that is true, but it also could be just another rumor. I will say though, if you ever did get a chance to meet the guy, if you ever got a chance to work for the guy, any questions you may have about death, he'd be able to answer for you. I think that her inquiry, her intrigue in the conversation kind of hinted to him. She's definitely looking for something. And he's right, and him saying that, it really sparks her curiosity. She wants to meet Grim. If it means answering some questions about death. Not just things about death, but things about life and revival. She's heard of it very rarely happening, but any hope that she has, she will run with, because she's very, very optimistic, because she has to be, that there's something that she can do to help her sister. I don't know. Okay, it's kind of funny because she just called me about being a sugar baby, and her husband are arguing outside. That's very funny. Ravenwood rumors. Kai being a skeptical sim probably seems absurd given, well, his circumstances. It certainly is interesting to be so sure that something doesn't exist when it's not only right in front of you, but it's literally who you are as well. We all have something we're stubborn about though, don't we? Who's Kai? Okay, Kai is his husband, and he's dead, so that is quite interesting. Yeah, it's quite interesting that he'd be, not sure about ghosts, if he's a ghost. Now, in all honesty, I don't think we want to be around this many bears, so I do think we're going to get away from here and see if there's anything to explore around here. There is this area, which is quite peculiar. I'm gonna try to come over here. As I said, she is very keen to meet Grim. She's wondering, how can I meet Grim? Soon, too. She doesn't want to wait around. She wants to be proactive. She doesn't want to kill anybody. No, not at all. But she's just wondering, is there anything that she can do? She's seeing this, and I think it's definitely something that we should go ahead and... Oh! Well! Yay! I found it! I didn't mean to, but that is fantastic! Formed long ago, the Society remains bound under the sacred mission to reunite what was once whole. Lady Ravendancer Goth's tarot deck. Lost to the wind and scattered by crows, these fragments lay hidden amongst the realm. Guided by ancient whispers, members have sought to protect the cards before their final convergence can be made. Acting as a vessel for favors, performing society members' tasks to receive a piece of the puzzle. Go to the Ravenwood festivals and find the helpers for Order of Lenore and learn about the tasks. This is just the beginning. Across Ravenwood, one may use their intuition and explore to complete the Order's efforts and locate the lost tarot card. Alright, and we have some members that are shown over here. She definitely is thinking about one more thing before we move on back home. This area, I believe, is the large meteor hole that they were talking about. The only reason I say that is because it's kind of hole-shaped, and I don't see anywhere else that it could be, and this is Whispering Glen, which is where they said it would be. So I'm thinking that this might be it, and I'm thinking that that's what they wanted us to discover when they told us about the new moon over here, when the tree told us. But it looks like there's a crypt here, and it wanted me to explore the crypt to possibly find Deimos. So I guess we can do that. We can go ahead and explore that. Peculiarly, there's an option to tell ghost stories and join the Undertaker career. I'm not sure what that's about, but I truly think that the look of this world is quite pretty. I think that the part we live in is much prettier just because it's way more unique. Okay, that noise was spooky. I love it. Sylvia enters the crypts. A labyrinth of forgotten corridors and ancestral vaults lie ahead. I will enter because I do dare. The noises are crazy. Sylvia comes across an ancient and forgotten sarcophagus? Haven't heard that word in a while. A name can be read on the stone tablet next to a Demos. Oh no, he's dead. Okay, hopefully Alice knew that he was going to be dead because hopefully she, like, lived forever ago. Hopefully this kid didn't die young. But, anyway, this must be it. This is one of Alice's children. Okay, let's read the stone tablet. The words on the tablet read, Demos, son of Alice, skeptical genius and macabre. Lived a full life and passed away as an elder from death by cowplant. I don't know if that's a full life, bestie, but okay. His very last word, as he accepted his fate and getting swallowed whole, was sentence. Find the next offspring. I didn't know that was something I had to do. Okay, well, we got one of the kids. I guess that's nice. So, we all know what she's thinking. She wants to meet Grim. The game really is helping me out with this one. I hope I'm lucky enough to see a dead body. The game is never this nice to me. That is perfect. There's something so special about death. It's an ending, sure, but it's a glorious beginning. I'd be lucky enough to witness one in person. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll get to see them reappear as a ghost. She wants to meet Grim, and she wants to see a dead body to do it. And I definitely think that's something we are going to be exploring next episode. We have celebrities, bears, and vampires here. I don't want to go back into that bar. Let's go ahead and head home after that quite, eventful journey, I'd say, out of the house. Alright, we are back home. We have some long days ahead of us, so I'm going to get her to bed. Unfortunately, she is crying it out in bed, Velma. She is actually, like, becoming friends with both Nixie and Peter, which I think is fun. She seems to really get along with the crows. Whether it be divorce, loss of a job, or losing a loved one, grief is a normal, albeit tough, part of life that every sim has to navigate. Nothing to see here. Nope, Sylvia's feeling perfectly fine. Is it the denial grief type, or is Sylvia totally okay with what's going on? They might zone out here and there, but on the surface, Sylvia is doing just fine. And isn't the surface level what matters the most? Feeling bored emotions more often is totally normal, right? Okay, that is very interesting. I was really excited to check out this grief system, so I'm very happy that we're getting little sneak peeks of this. And it makes sense, actually, that she is in denial. It makes so much sense, because she right now is trying to reverse it. She wants to do everything in her power, everything she can, to find Grim, because she feels like until there's absolutely no chance, there's a big chance that I'll be able to revive my sister. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how right or wrong she is. Alright, I do think I'm going to end the episode there. I am very, very happy to be starting this mini-series. I've never tried to explore a pack this much, and I think it's going to be a very, very fun experience. I really, really hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and I hope that you are ready for the next one. If everything goes well, I'll be posting one every Saturday until we are done. It will not conflict with my normal uploads. Let me know what you're thinking, and let me know if there's a specific feature that you would like to see me explore that I haven't really mentioned yet, because I really don't want to miss anything. If I can do everything, I want to. So yeah, let me know. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.